And the last thing I want to do is offend the wrong people out there. So if you happen to like mature entertainment, stick around. We'll have a good time. If you are particularly sensitive to adult subject matter, I would kindly ask that you piss off at this time. So we're going to get started now. I'm a little out of it today. I'm moving kind of slow. I'm not feeling very well because this is my anniversary show, all right? This is 25 years I've been doing nothing but Renaissance fairs and medieval fairs for a living. 25 years this year. That's right. So I've done a couple things. I have my commemorative shot glass that I told you about, but I've also gone through the archives and pulled out some old songs and jokes that I haven't done in a while. And so we're going to try some of those. But I'm not feeling well because of the anniversary, and my wife cooked me a special anniversary dinner. I'm not saying she's a bad cook, but she served me rump roast, and it farted. So. And it was juicy, too.
Yummy.
I thought I would open up with, back in the day, I had a PG show and I had a PG-13 show. And this is a song that I would sing at the beginning of the PG show. That's right. Now, because this is an old song, it's censored. You don't mind if we censor this next song, do you? You're all right with that? You're all on board? No, but you got to help me sing it, though, because I hate to work alone. Your part will be this. I'll say it first, and then you repeat after me. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. No, then I'll do it again. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. All right, here we go. Oh, fishermen, fishermen, standing by the sea, have you got some crayfish you could sell to me? By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. Oh, yes, sir, yes, indeed I do. I have got 3 crayfish I could sell to you. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. So I took the crayfish home, I thought they'd like a swim. So I opened up the chamber pot and tossed the buggers in. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. And now late that night, my wife sat on the chamber pot to pee. Suddenly she yelled, something's got a hold of me. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. As she ran around the room, when the lantern she did pass, I noticed that a crayfish was dangling from her leg. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. Oh, husband, she cried, I must be having fits, for it feels like there's something crawling up between my arms. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. Then her eyes flew open wide, she let out a grunt, for it seemed the final crayfish had crawled halfway up her nose. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. And that's the end of the song, and the moral's this. Always look inside a pot before you take a piss. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. By the wayside, I diddly-die-yo. Let's all give yourselves a hand. Thank you for helping me out. Oh, that was very kind of you. Yes, it was. And now it is time to officially open up the show. You know how we do that? We raise our mugs high into the air. Be they real, be they fictional. Who forgot their fictional mugs? How embarrassing for you. There you go. And yell with me is what a toast! A toast! To our wives and sweethearts, may they never meet. It's pretty good. You know, every time I take a drink, somebody usually says, hey, what are you drinking? Would you like to know what's actually in my mug? Are you curious? We'll take notes. You might want to make this at home. It's a new twist on an old taste sensation, folks. What do you call vodka and orange juice? What's that? Screwdriver, that's right. Slightly different recipe is vodka and prune juice. Yeah, call that a pile driver. But it keeps me going. In fact, I was in the pub the other night ordering these up. I says to the beer meister, I said, give us another. He said, sorry, Axel, we got to cut you off. You're too drunk. You can't even see straight. I said, but I'm not drunk and I can prove it. You see that doorway over there, I says? Well, there's a cat coming in that door, and that cat has only got one eye. That proves I'm not drunk. He said, you're drunker than I thought. That cat's not coming in, it's going out. I know, I wish you'd have told me that earlier before I poked that one-eyed cat in the eye. I had to. He was squinting at me. Made me a little nervous. A toast! To time. For time is never wasted when you're wasted all the time. Now I bet you're wishing you got that shot glass, ain't you? Before we go. All right, we're going to pick this thing up now because we're going to do another song. I think I'm going to try this one. I haven't done this one in a while. I practiced it this morning. But it's my one-hit song, all right? It's a song I wrote many years ago, and it appeared on a show called The Dr. Demento Show. Anybody familiar with Dr. Demento? Yes, well, this is a song that made the Funny Five about 5 times. It was on his Dr. Demento Basement Tapes number 11. It's a lovely little song that I hope you'll join me with. Sing it along. I won't tell you the name. Like me, I will let it reveal itself. I like to do that in public. But I do implore you to join in as I present to you. I'll tell you in a minute. I've sailed the deep oceans. Oh, it's too freaking high. There's no way I can sing that high. I like it, but I gotta tighten my undies. La la la, you piece of shit guitar. All right, here we go. I've sailed the deep oceans. I've been to strange ports. I've seen things you would never believe. And in all of the towns and the pubs I have found, there's one thing that most men will agree. Oh, beer is better than women. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bay. That's kind of catchy, isn't it? Oh, the ladies are a little pissed off. Come on, ladies, now, don't be like that. It's just a little theory I'm working on. Let me tell you, I think beer just might be better than women. Well, a beer doesn't mind if you belch or you fart. A beer doesn't play hard to get. A beer doesn't think the Three Stooges are dumb. A beer's always ready and wet. Oh, beer is better than women. Oh, it is. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bombay. Well, a beer looks the same in the morning, and a beer that is frigid is best. It won't make you buy tampons when you go to the store, or ask how you like the new dress. Oh, beer is better than women. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bombay. Now, a beer won't get mad if you come home real late, or make you put pants on to eat. Want to try a new kind? Go ahead, it won't mind, because a beer doesn't care if you cheat. Oh, beer is better than women. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bombay. Still don't ask who I choose. Either way I would lose between beer and women, I think. Without beer I go nuts, and the ironic part, without women there's no reason to drink. Oh, beer is better than women. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bombay. Everybody! Oh, beer is better than women. I can't hear you, ladies. Beer is better, they say. From Belfast to England to Guam and New Zealand, from Hibbing to Perth and Bombay. Oh, beer is better. Beer is better. Beer is better, they say. Thank you. Oh, I only kind of mutilated it. All right, getting ready for the next one. That sounds close. All right, get those mugs ready, lords and ladies, because I am feeling thirsty. So we got to have a toast. All right. Right there, you stay. Good boy. And you please want a toast? To Mary. Sorry. Seems to have left a bitter taste in my mouth. Let me try that again.
The best joke yet.
Here's to marriage, for man is not complete until he's married. And then he's finished. Case in point. Now, ladies, don't get mad when I do these kind of jokes, or because it's just when it comes to women and love, I've been very unsuccessful. I've been married twice. I've been unlucky in both marriages. My first wife left me, and my second one won't. And I should have known it was never going to work out. I'm not an overly superstitious person by nature, but I should have known it wasn't going to work out because I'm a Libra, and she's a bitch. Well, it just wasn't in the stars, I don't think. I know, and the giveaway should have been the wedding night. I rolled over and I said, "Sweetie, am I the first?" And she said, "Why does everybody always ask me that?" And then we were through. She said, "Axel, you're a lousy lover." I said, "How can you tell that after just 30 seconds?" That's not fair. All right, pick this sucker up again. Oh, I'm going to actually sit on my ass. Yeah, I get to sit on my ass. I like to do that. It's a lovely song off my latest CD. Last year I put out a CD right here called The Trouble with an Orgy, which is the recipient of the Album of the Year award. The May issue of Renaissance magazine will prove to you that I'm not lying. All right. So we're going to do a lovely little song off of it called I Used to Work in London Town. Anybody ever heard this song? No? Yeah. All right, then I didn't write it. Damn it. I do want you to sing along. I won't teach you the chorus. It's very easy to learn and highly addictively sing-alongable, if I may coin a phrase, all right? I used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. That's your part. A lady came in to buy a hat. I asked her what kind she preferred. Felt, she said. So felter I did. Now I don't work there anymore. Here's your part. I used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. A lady came in to buy a carpet. I asked her what kind she preferred. Shag, she said. So shagger I did. Now I don't work there anymore. Let's see what you've learned. Used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. A lady came in for a cake. I asked her what kind she preferred. Layer, she said. So later I did. Now I don't work there anymore. Let's hear it! I used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. We'll do a couple more. A lady came in to buy some meat. I asked her what kind she preferred. Pork, she said. So porker I did. Now I don't work there anymore. Loud and proud. Used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. Last verse. Always the best. A lady came in for a drink. I asked her what kind she preferred. Liquor, she said. Woo! So liquor I did. Now I don't work there anymore. Last chance. I used to work in London town in a merchant store. I used to have a pretty good job, but I don't work there anymore. No, I don't work there anymore. I just don't work there anymore. Nice job, well met. All right, gotta get this in tune for the final song. But I'm gonna set this down, get those mugs ready, Lords. So we're gonna do one last song. We also have to have one last toast. All right. You good? You say? And a toast! Here's one of the oldest toasts I've done. Here's to the ladies in the high-heeled shoes. They smoke men's fags. They drink men's booze. But when they kiss so sweet. They make things stand that have no feet. Oh, it's perfect for the Celtic weekend. That'll put a tilt in your kilt. All right, lords and ladies, we're going to do this final song. But before we do, I've got to tell you one more joke. One last joke. It's a bit of a story, really. It's a story of a woman. A very tall woman, a burly woman, in a long sleeveless gown. And one night she walks into the pub, muscles up to the bar, lifts her arm up over the crowd of drinking gentlemen, revealing a huge, thick, hairy armpit. And she says, "What man here will buy this lady a drink?" The bar goes silent. All eyes are averted. But at the end of the bar, a little bleary-eyed drunk lifts his head up to see what the commotion is. He sees a woman, he pulls out some money, slaps it on the counter. He says, "Give the ballerina a drink." Bartender pours her a drink. She stands and slams on the bar, lifts her arm up again over the crowd of drinking men, once more revealing that huge, thick, hairy armpit. And she says, "What man here will buy this lady another drink?" Once again, the bar is silent, but without hesitation. That bleary-eyed drunk slaps some more money on the bar. He says, "Give the ballerina another drink." Bartender walks there and goes, "Look, mate, it's not my business you want to buy the lady a drink, but why do you keep calling her a ballerina?" The drunk says, "Any woman who can lift her leg up that high has got to be a ballerina." True story. Guess who the drunk was? Well, that was good. We're going to do a big Limerick song for the big finale, but before we do the big finale, I'd like to say you've been a wonderful audience, blah, 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 blah. But that comes from the heart, that's right. And at the end of the show, as always, I'm going to pass around my hat. If you want to put something in it, please do anything. It's appreciated. Don't feel obligated, right? Don't go sneaking your ass out of here just because I mentioned my hat. You're going to miss a good song. But just know that all money's collected this very special weekend. It's all going to a worthy cause. It is, in fact, going straight to my bar tab. Kind of a matter of life and death, if you know what I mean. Now, if you like anything you've heard today, come on up at the end of the show. Peruse my little music and comedy shack. I've got 15 different CDs to choose from. I've got a box set. I've got a DVD. I've got my shot glasses. And I finally take credit cards. That's right. And by the way, anybody out there ever heard of the land? Called the land of Facebook. Who's heard of the land of Facebook? Every freaking hand should be up. Well, next time you're perusing the land and going up and down the trails of Facebook, look to the left, look for my property. It's just right there. It says Axel the Sot. Now, like my land and be rewarded on a daily basis with alcohol-related humor. Yes. All right, are we ready for the final song? Yeah. I know that you're hoping that you get to sing along on this one. All right, I'm going to teach it to you then. Repeat after me. Ay, 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 ay. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse. Worse than the other verse. Waltz me around by me willy. The hell was that? It's like we're all on different medication all of a sudden. Well, that's what we're all going to sing together, and then I'll stop and I'll do a limerick. I'll say the first line of the limerick. You repeat the last word. I'll say the second line of... I'll say the second line of the limerick. You repeat the last word. Just the first two lines. Are we ready? Aye. And the crowd goes mild. And, aye, 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 aye. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse, worse than the other verse. So waltz me around for me willy. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, limerick number one. Now we're going to start out tame. We're going to build to an exciting climax. And my wife never believes me either. Here we go. Now there once was this fellow O'Doul. He found little red spots on his tool. His doctor, a cynic, said, "Get out of me clinic and wipe off that lipstick, you fool." Oh, aye, 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 aye. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse, worse than the other verse. So waltz me around, Bobby Willie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, lords and ladies, when I first started doing limericks, I didn't do them in the form of a song. I used to just say them, and then I'd have audience members sit up and tell me their own version of limericks, until it got way too filthy. But I remember about 20 years ago, this very shy woman standing up and telling me this limerick, which is still one of my favorites today. Now there once was this fellow, Mick Sweeney. He spilled some gin on his weenie. Well, now just to be couth, he added vermouth, then slipped his girlfriend a martini. Shaken, not stirred. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse, worse than the other verse. Waltz me around, Bobby Willie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We'll do a couple more, but I think we should kick it up a notch. Don't you think so? We're gonna make it a little naughtier, right? Now there once was this fellow from Brighton. He said, Nellie, oh, you sure are a tight one. She said not to burst your bubble, and it's really no trouble. But you bastard, you're not in the right one. Oh, that's gotta hurt. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse, worse than the other verse. So waltz me around, Bobby Willie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which brings us to the final limerick, the big finale, but a quick question, have I offended anyone out there? No! That is because you're at my family show. This is as clean as it gets, lords and ladies, but at 3:30 and 5:15, it will be my R-rated show. Everything will be different. So naughty, in fact, it'll make you blush. All 4 cheeks. I get the check. All right. But I will not let you down, lords and ladies. I used to do this years ago, but it's such a dangerous limerick, I stopped doing it, but I'm going to bring it back for my anniversary. The deadliest, the most dangerous of all limericks ever performed on stage. And I hope I survive the ordeal. But here it is. Now there once was this fellow named Feeny, whose girl was a terrible meanie. The hatch of her snatch had a catch that would latch, and she could only be screwed by Houdini. Try to get out of that one. In China they do it for chili. So sing me another verse, worse than the other verse. Waltz me around, Bobby Willie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well met. Oh, hi, Zod. Thank you, lords and ladies. That is the end of my family show for the